Imagine staring at an image so real that you could swear it was a photograph, only to find out it was generated entirely by AI. Sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's science. The rise of AI-powered image generation and manipulation has made it increasingly difficult to distinguish real from fake images on social media. AI can now create hyper-realistic people who don't exist, manipulate political images to push false narratives, and generate deepfake videos that convincingly swap faces or alter speech. AI-generated faces are often used in scams and misinformation campaigns, while manipulated political images distort public perception and erode trust in news sources. Deepfakes take this further by making public figures appear to say or do things they never did, fueling misinformation and even fraud. As these technologies become more accessible, digital literacy and fact-checking are more critical than ever. AI has reached a point where it can create hyper-realistic images that are almost indistinguishable from reality. But how does it work? What's happening behind the scenes that allows AI to paint with pixels like a digital Michelangelo? In this video, we're breaking it all down, from diffusion models to neural networks, and exposing the technology that's redefining art and creativity. To understand how AI creates stunningly realistic images today, we need to look back at its journey. AI-generated art didn't start with complex lifelike portraits, it was a gradual evolution, shaped by advancements in computing, algorithms, and neural networks. In the early days, computers had very limited processing power, which meant they could only generate basic geometric shapes like circles, squares, and polygons. These images were extremely simplistic, often appearing pixelated and blocky. Realism was out of reach because computers lacked the ability to understand lighting, texture, and depth. As technology advanced, developers began using procedural generation, a technique where algorithms rather than hand-drawn graphics were used to create textures, landscapes, and even entire virtual worlds. This allowed for more complex and natural-looking visuals, as seen in early video games and simulations. However, the results were still based on predefined rules rather than true AI-driven creativity. The next big leap came when AI started learning from real-world images. Instead of simply following a set of pre-programmed rules, machine learning models analyzed thousands or even millions of photos to understand patterns in lighting, colors, and composition. With this knowledge, AI could begin generating new images that looked far more realistic than ever before. A major breakthrough in AI-generated art came with the development of generative adversarial networks. This approach introduced a dynamic game between two neural networks. The generator creates new images, trying to make them as realistic as possible. The discriminator evaluates these images, comparing them to real photos and identifying which ones are fake. As both networks continuously improve, the AI gradually produces images that are almost indistinguishable from real photographs. GANs played a key role in generating deepfakes, realistic portraits, and AI-created artwork that could mimic human creativity. Today, the cutting edge of AI art is driven by diffusion models, a technique that has surpassed GANs in generating high-quality, hyper-realistic images. Unlike GANs, which work by direct image comparison, diffusion models start with random noise and refine it step by step, gradually shaping it into a clear and detailed image. This technique is the foundation of modern AI art tools like DALL 3, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion, enabling them to create breathtaking visuals from simple text prompts. Now let's dive deeper into how diffusion models work and why they're so effective at creating photorealistic images. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. We're always putting out new content on a variety of topics, and we'd love for you to be part of our community. Diffusion models are at the forefront of AI-generated art, producing stunningly realistic images. Their power lies in a process of gradual refinement, similar to sculpting. But instead of carving from a solid block, these models start with pure randomness and shape it into a detailed image over time. The first phase is the forward process, where an AI takes a perfectly clear image and systematically adds noise to it, breaking it down until it resembles nothing more than static. This step is crucial because it helps the model understand how images degrade over time. The second phase is the reverse process, where AI learns to remove noise, effectively reconstructing the image. However, instead of simply restoring the original image, the model uses what it has learned to generate entirely new ones. By understanding the underlying patterns of countless images, it can create visuals that have never existed before. This technique powers AI art tools like Stable Diffusion, DALL 3, and Midjourney V6, allowing them to take simple text prompts and transform them into highly detailed and lifelike visuals within seconds. A key factor in this process is latent space, a concept that allows AI to work with abstract representations of images. Instead of relying on direct pixel-by-pixel reconstruction, AI can manipulate features like lighting, texture, and composition in a way that goes beyond what it has explicitly seen before. This enables it to generate entirely new details, merge different styles, and even imagine objects and scenes that never existed in real life. Through this method, diffusion models have revolutionized AI-generated art, making it possible to create images that blur the line between reality and digital imagination. Diffusion models don't operate in isolation. They rely on neural networks to process data, recognize patterns, and generate images that look convincingly real. These networks serve as the foundation of AI art, allowing machines to not just replicate images, but create entirely new ones. Convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, act as the eyes of AI, breaking down images into essential features such as edges, textures, and colors. By analyzing these components, CNNs learn to recognize patterns and structures, which helps AI understand what makes an image visually coherent. Generative adversarial networks, or GANs, were the dominant technology in AI-generated art before diffusion models. They work through a competitive process between two neural networks. One, called the generator, attempts to create fake images, while the other, known as the discriminator, evaluates these images and tries to distinguish real ones from fakes. Through continuous competition, both networks improve, pushing AI-generated visuals closer to photorealism. This cat-and-mouse game allowed GANs to produce some of the most convincing AI-generated images before the rise of diffusion models. Transformer networks and attention mechanisms help AI understand context within an image. They ensure that elements are placed correctly, for example, making sure a cat's eyes, ears, and whiskers are positioned naturally, rather than being scattered randomly. This ability to maintain spatial relationships is key to producing high-quality, realistic artwork. Together, these neural networks form the backbone of AI art, enabling machines to not only replicate existing images, but also generate entirely original and visually stunning creations. While AI-generated art is becoming more sophisticated, the pursuit of hyperrealism comes with significant challenges that impact technology, ethics, and accessibility. Massive data requirements pose a fundamental hurdle. AI models rely on enormous datasets to learn patterns, styles, and structures. This raises concerns about where these images originate, whether they are ethically sourced, and if artists' work is being used without consent. Computational power is another major barrier. Training advanced AI models demands immense processing capability, often requiring specialized hardware like high-end GPUs. This makes AI art development accessible mainly to tech giants and well-funded organizations, limiting independent creators' abilities to compete at the same level. Ethical concerns arise as AI-generated images become indistinguishable from real photos. This creates risks of deepfakes, misinformation, and intellectual property disputes. The growing realism also sparks debates about AI replacing human artists, threatening traditional creative industries. Despite these challenges, ongoing research is leading to more efficient training methods and safeguards to prevent misuse. As AI art evolves, finding a balance between innovation and responsibility remains a key focus. The rapid advancements in AI art are just the beginning, and the future holds even more groundbreaking possibilities. AI-generated video is one of the next frontiers. While AI can already create stunning images, the ability to generate full-motion videos is developing fast. Tools like Runway and Sora are leading the way, producing lifelike AI-generated films that could reshape the entertainment industry. Interactive AI art is another exciting prospect. Future AI could allow users to engage with paintings, create customized digital worlds, or even generate real-time artwork that responds to emotions and input. This could revolutionize gaming, virtual reality, and personal artistic experiences. The big ethical questions remain. As AI becomes more sophisticated, will society continue to value human-made art in the same way? Or will AI become a tool that enhances creativity rather than replacing artists? One thing is certain: AI is transforming the creative landscape, but human imagination and artistry will always have a place in shaping the future of visual expression. At the end of the day, AI-generated art isn't magic. It's a fusion of math, data, and neural networks working together to create something visually stunning. By understanding how AI generates these images, we can appreciate the technology behind it rather than seeing it as a mysterious force. So what do you think? Is AI the future of art, or will it always lack the human spark of creativity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the world of AI is evolving fast, and we've got a lot more to explore. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and drop your thoughts in the comments section.